Good morning, Lilibeth.
Good morning, ma'am.
Can you tell us about yourself?
I'm lilibeth umali. I'm 29 years old and I'm a single mother of three kids.
I have few questions for you to answer, so let's start.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you want to work as a maid?
To help my financial problem
Why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other country?
because it's just near in my country.
How are you qualified for this job?
I'm a mother for 9 years, so I know I'm qualified for it.
May I know what your educational level is?
I'm high school graduate.
What was your recent working experience?
I work in a garment factory as a trimmer, sewer, and quality control.
Have you worked abroad before?
No, ma'am.
Okay, do you have experience of taking care of infants?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose infant did you take care before?
My kids.
Okay, how about assisting elderly? Do you have experience?
No, ma'am, I don't have.
Okay, are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me what are your other special skills?
I know how to sew, but I can
Okay,
make a simple dress only.
okay, are you willing to work with the employer where the mother-in-law or any relative stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes, ma'am. Filipino food only.
Okay. Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores that I have mentioned to you, which do you like most?
Cleaning.
If ever you were selected to work in Malaysia, who will take care of your children?
My parents.
You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning, and your employer will return it back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your working performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agree to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understands?
2 years.
Can you describe for us your attitude?
I'm a, I'm a hardworking. I can work under pressure. I know how to discipline myself
How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
because I'm being paid by my employer.
Again, how can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
Because I want to work there and I'm being paid to return for my employer.
Okay. Can you promise not to use the house telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, breast cancer, or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you smoke?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any skin allergy or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Have you undergone any operation before?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit or are you fit to work?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in any medication right now?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of different races?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken or given by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any family members working in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Lilibeth, we have finished our question section. Let's proceed for case study. I have a case study for you and I want you to respond truthfully.
Yes,
Upon
ma'am.
arrival in Malaysia, within 6 months only, okay, one of your family members passed away. What will you do?
I won't go home, ma'am, but I will support them financially.
If in case your employer is watching you right now, what do you want to tell them? Why the employer need to hire you?
Hi, ma'am. I know you're watching, and thank you for selecting me. If you will select me, promise me I'll be good to you and I'll follow all your rules and regulations.
Okay, tell us about yourself again.
I'm lilibeth umali. I'm 29 years old. I have three kids, and I'm a single mother.
And why do you want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
To support my family in financial services.
Thank you. We will update to the agency if there is any selection made by the employer.
Thank you, ma'am.